Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Katamari Damacy REROLL. Today we're going to make a star 4. Be not Benuls DS. I don't know if I pronounced it right. Have you ever been to Spain? It was other homeland. We hope you can go visit during the day's roll. Like that's even possible. Oh yes, almost forgot. Oh yes. A royal present for the hard-working prince. That's what we thought. That's what we were getting when we got lost on Earth. Our wallet, keys, rings, hopes and dreams. We lost it all. It must be around somewhere, so just roll up while you're at it. Thanks. Thanks a lot. Objects, maps, hopes, dreams, love, joy. Today you'll be rolling around inside the house. The Katamari should be, let's see, around a strong 1 meter. We believe in you for 10 minutes of Earth time. But any longer than that, and then even the King of all Cosmos can't be expected to wait. We look forward to a nice Katamari. Bite-sized prince. Jerk. Oh, here we go. Here's the song I wanted to actually focus a lot on. This is called Lonely Rolling Star. It is probably my favorite song from the Katamari OST in general. So, part 3. I thought it was part 4 we'll hear this, but nope. This is honestly a really good song. Well, honestly. Here's the thing about this. It only plays once in this game, and it's Make Star 4. Yeah. Brain. Yeah, it's in other Katamari games. I think it's not actually, they reuse all the OST and remix a couple things here and there with all the other OSTs, I believe. So, time for me to fangush just for a tiny bit here with you guys. Because I want to bring knowledge of a cover artist that I love very much because the content is great. And it's mostly all video game stuff. I think there's like some original pieces and stuff in there, but it's mostly all video game stuff. If you guys ever want to listen to a really good version of Lonely Rolling Star, which is the song obviously, I will highly recommend the Sab Irene cover. Sab Irene. I think I said that wrong. Yeah. Her cover is amazing, but I would also recommend, like, if you can find any other any cover of the song, listen to it. It's great. I would also recommend, if you guys like guitar stuff, Family Jewels has a very good cover of this song too. So yeah, just gonna be a little weird out about that, and just whatever weird out, but like give praise to like where I think praises really due. So, I think I'm going to talk a little bit about how I first learned about Katamari. And for those who are going to be like, well, I mean, you're a big TRG fan and stuff, right? You probably learned it from the Sayanella. Incorrect. I actually learned about it through a smaller YouTuber way back in the day. Like, he's got bigger recently, I think, again, because, like, fans of things are starting to re-look up his stuff. Now here's the problem. I don't remember who did it. I watched 2 LPs or 2 LPers pretty consistently, and they were both, I think, pretty close to each other, like geologically, and also I think they did some collab stuff together. I'm gonna say both YouTubers because I'm smart and clearly remember stuff. Knack289 and Quadraxis14. For those who don't know. I think it's Quadraxis. Someone's gonna probably correct me and go like it's Knack or whatever. But Quadraxis14 is the person I learned Katamari from, and he's also a YouTuber I learned a lot of other people from, like Goron 50, if he's still a thing. I have not watched a Goron 50 like thing in forever. I think I used to talk to the guy too. Brain. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Yeah, Goron 50, and I think that's how I learned about another YouTuber of, you know, not really a big shock considering how popular the guy was back in the day, and still is kind of popular. Cloud8745, and I do bring up his content every so often just because, like, I want to watch his old stuff. His new stuff is kind of like to me. Like, I like it, but it's not really what I enjoy anymore. So yeah, just fun little fact that, yeah, I did not learn Katamari through Misayanella like some people would probably think I would, because me being a huge TRG fan, or a huge content fan of their stuff in general, or of their group rather. Yeah, I learned it from way back in the day. Like, this is back also when I learned about Shadow Colossus for the first time. Because I think it was Quadraxis who did the LP of Shadow Colossus. And, you know, Shadow Colossus was kind of like my favorite PS2 game for a little bit until I found other games I kind of liked more. But it's still a really good game, and, like, I guess it just goes to show, like, YouTube did really help me expand my horizons outside of just Nintendo stuff. Because believe it or not, as a kid, and as I guess as a teenager too, like, I was kind of like this pain-in-the-ass teenager too, to a degree. I really didn't think there was any good games outside of, like, Nintendo stuff, and, you know, I was too stubborn to go out of my way and go find something that was good. Because my other experiences with non-Nintendo products was way back in the day. Like, we're talking when I was a kid, visiting family and stuff. When I was visiting family, my cousin, I have to think about that because, like, I don't remember who it was right now, but I believe it was my cousin. My cousin had an Xbox, and the pretty much only games that he played was Halo and some NFL. Was it? No, it wasn't NFL. It was basketball, but I forget which one the basketball one is for some reason. I'm not into sports. Is it NBA or whatever? Whatever, the basketball game for Xbox, like the original Xbox from, like, I think 2002 or whatever. So, like, those were the only games he had. I didn't really care for anything. And then, like, as a I guess a preteen, I was kind of a preteen when YouTube was, like, starting to kick off. As a preteen, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna just find some people to watch, and, like, Newgrounds and stuff I was fairly big on. That's how I found out about a lot of content creators that I really respect and still follow to this day. But, yeah, when YouTube came out, or when I was more or less introduced to YouTube, I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna look up some weird stuff. So I looked up some Flash games, I looked up some other stuff. Obviously, like, being a preteen, I wasn't, or a tween, I guess. I'm not really the smartest person. I was pretty dumb, honestly. But, I ended up looking up some really crazy stuff, and I just found Katamari out of all things. And I said, like, I think I said it to my mom, because then, like, this is also back when my mom wasn't really caring what I did a whole, well, I gotta phrase that better. My mom cared, obviously, what I did, but my mom was also, like, not really into games like she is now, because I've definitely helped her, god dang it, I've helped her, break into games and, like, kind of find stuff that she likes, like Animal Crossing and a bunch of other things like that. So she didn't really care what I got, or just, as long as I followed the ESBR ratings and stuff. So what eventually ended up happening was, well, I found out Katamari was a thing, and, I was around for game stores and stuff, and no one ever had Katamari, so I'm like, okay, screw it, I'm gonna go buy something else for consoles I had, because at that point I was playing the Wii pretty much. Like, the only thing that I figured, yeah, the only thing we did have was the Wii. So I was just playing the Wii, didn't really have anything better. Wasn't really until I got, like, my first part-time job. Well, yeah, first and only part-time job, because that turned out to be a full-time job later, because I was working with my dad. I saved up some money, I got all that stuff sorted, I got myself a PS2, and one of the first games I got for the PS2 was Shadow Colossus, because, you know, even even in 2000, oh wow, when I bought my PS2, I think it was 2010, roughly? Around 2010. I couldn't find Katamari, and I'm like, I couldn't find anything good. And by that point, you know, I had a deal with my dad saying, like, if I can't find anything, and if I got enough money and whatnot saved up, he would buy me a PlayStation 3. So, yeah, I got a PS3, got a PSN account, and then pretty much I got Katamari Damacy there, and played it, loved it. And to be fair, that's also how I'm going to probably explore a lot more, or how I explored a lot of games back in the day too. Because, like, Katamari was not the only excursion I had from essentially being exposed to online stuff. I got a lot of weird PS2 games, like, the Shadow King was one of them. Shadow of the Colossus I bought for, like, the PS2, Kingdom Hearts I got for PS2. And I just got a lot of weird games, and I actually ended up really liking them. And, like, obviously this is, like, me not being a, you know, I would say shit for brains. I mean, I can't say that. It's not very nice to say about yourself. Like a dumb tween that didn't really know about a lot about video games, or didn't know a lot about video games. So yeah, like as I got older, I got to experiment with some more games. I found out games I liked, found out games that I just want to keep playing over and over again. And yeah, I just found a lot of cool stuff. And like that's also another thing I try to like influence in my commentary, or just influence in my communities and stuff I'm in, is don't be scared to experiment with stuff that you're not 100% sure of. Like, obviously don't buy things for full price, but like, yeah, I mean, like, I wouldn't know about Guitar Man if it wasn't for Quad 14. I wouldn't know about, God, there's so many games I would not know about unless it was for certain YouTubers and stuff. But yeah, like, look into stuff, try stuff out, and I'm stuck. I am stuck. I am stuck. Thank you. Well, I didn't unlock the Eternal mode because there is an endless mode in this area. I forget how big you have to be. You have to be fairly bigger than this, I think. Well, there we go. Let me consume you! Get in the Katamari, yeah! Okay. But yeah, like, that's just a little story I wanted to tell you guys, because, you know, a lot of people would be like, oh, Miss Adela. I'm like, not actually. I think I've actually been going through a slump recently of, like, not really looking up any new content, but I'd probably look up some new content here and there. Yeah, you know what? For not practicing that stage, I did pretty damn well. So I would shut your face. So yeah, I don't know. Do you guys have any weird stories about that with, like, games that you guys would go like, I don't really feel good about that, and then you, like, sit down and actually play something and it's like, oh, this feels really good. Katamari is one of them for me. I want to buy Guitar Man. If we ever get a port of Guitar Man on the Switch or something, I would do that for you guys as a, probably not a Let's Play, but a stream or something. Because it's a music game, but it's also a fantastic music game of that. Super rare, though. Or, better yet, the Greggy Horror Show. That'd be a great game to do an LP of, in my opinion. Because I've actually looked out, I went on my way recently and looked up a ton of Greggy Horror Show stuff. I think there's only one LP that I like from it, but the problem is about that LP, there's no commentary, and I don't hate that for a game like that. It's just, I want to know people's thoughts when they play stuff, and it hurts me to not have commentary. Like, it's one thing to do, like, a long play, because I think I saw a long play, too, of Greggy Horror Show. It's, like, 3 hours long or whatever. But, like, oh my god, it's not like every Let's Play has to have commentary. I've done a ton of commentary-less LPs. But I feel like if you're doing an LP of a game like that, it would be really cool to hear just some, like, crazy thoughts or ideas you might have. And like, yeah, I'll probably do eventually like some non-commentary LPs because like I have my voice has been kind of hoarse recently, so I'll probably record some like silent LPs or something. But you know, I'll do it for games that we've already done and just make it into like a long play or something for like if it's a short game. Wait, does this door? Oh, it has two. It's got the front door, I'm assuming, and then the back door. Interesting. Alright, well, anyways, do we have Big Star 5, or are we gonna have something else? And Cancer, Big Star 5. Okay, cool. We're gonna hit a point where we have to do one of them, but it's the one that, like, most recently active, so I think it's the Gemini one. But with that, we're gonna call it an episode here, because I'm pretty sure the next one is, like, 24 minutes. Or something along those lines. So I will see you guys later. Bye.